Hello again. Adventure awaits with Alan and Mitzi. Today's episode, we're going to talk about our short trip on Route 66. Naturally, we didn't cover all of it, but we'll just discuss the high points about the places we went to.
Which were a lot.
Which were quite a few. That's why you'll see our little cheat sheet, because
we cannot remember it all.
So you're going to see us looking at our sheet. You just have to bear with us on that, because there were a lot of stops.
Lots.
We'll begin. We went from west to east. So we came up the western side of Arizona and went over to Topeka, Arizona, and that's where we started. And it's beautiful. It's desert. You're in Mojave County. We stopped at Blondie's Cafe for a quick lunch, and then we began our journey out into the desert area headed toward Oatman. So we got to Oatman. That's where the wild burros are.
Yes,
you enjoyed that.
That was fun. We didn't get to stop because it was so crowded and we couldn't find a place to park. But it's definitely someplace you need to go see, because it is hilarious watching those donkeys, burros.
Yeah.
I realized they're two different animals. I didn't know that. And it's funny to watch them walk around downtown. It looks like they're shopping.
Yeah, they're walking on the sidewalks, or the old wooden sidewalks. They go in and out of the stores. They can go wherever they want to.
Yes.
And then from that point, we got to Sitgreaves Pass. Very scenic.
Very scenic.
Very steep.
Very scary.
Yes, it's hard to imagine in the 20s and 30s that people actually traveled that road. A little tidbit of trivia I read somewhere back in the early days of the Ford Model Ts and the A's, they had to turn around and back up the pass because it was so steep that the cars would run out of fuel. So backing up allowed the fuel to gravity feed to the engine, if anybody cares about that.
Okay.
When we got to Cool Springs Station, there was a huge sign beside the road. We did not know until then that we had just driven the Arizona Sidewinder. 191 curves, no guardrails.
No guardrails.
So don't screw up when you're up there, especially towing a camper with you. And there is a length restriction on what you can tow across Sitgreaves Pass.
And please
be wary of
that. Because the gentleman did not listen, and he ended up spending a lot of money getting his camper out of there.
Yeah. So just pay attention to that length restriction before you go across Sitgreaves Pass. You got to stop at Cool Springs Station to get your Route 66 root beer,
which he
and
loved.
Colas and orange flavored drinks, but anything with Route 66, they taste great. Kingman was our next stop.
Yes.
We went to the Route 66 Museum. It's inside an old powerhouse in Kingman.
Mr. D's Diner. That was fun.
Yeah, very good burger
very
there.
Good.
Yeah, right on Route 66. And Route 66 of that part of Kingman is called Andy Devine Boulevard. We saw this gentleman in a lot of old westerns. He has a very distinctive voice. He has a lot of John Wayne westerns, or just any westerns. But
he was in a lot of them.
Look up Andy Devine. This boulevard is named after him because he was born in Kingman, Arizona. Another free tidbit of trivia.
He's full of a lot of useless information.
We went east on Route 66. We stayed at a Harvest Hose site called Mike's Route 66 Outpost.
Yes, we love Harvest Hose. So far, every place we've stayed's been wonderful.
Yes.
The people have been wonderful, the experience.
Yeah, this outpost way out on Route 66, the only thing that happened during night was the Santa Fe trains ran every 15 minutes. All night. But it was still an experience to stay.
Yes.
From there we drove to Antares Point, where a lot of eclectic roadside attractions, the gigantic Headicus. And from there was the Hackberry General Store.
Yes.
You have to stop there. They got all kinds of drinks, souvenirs.
Lots of souvenirs.
More of the Route 66 root beer. Then you get to Seligman. The inspiration for Radiator Springs in the Cars movie, and also home of the world's largest Route 66 sign. More trivia. Then we got Williams, Arizona. We kind of circled around and took the long way around by the north rim of the Grand Canyon, came back to Williams.
We loved Williams.
Yes, probably our favorite.
That was probably our favorite town. There was lots to do and lots of information and shops and restaurants. It was just a neat little town.
Yeah, probably our favorite Route 66 stop.
Yes.
Great food. We out eat at the Cruisers Cafe.
Yes, that was really
Pine
good.
Country Restaurant, which has amazing pie.
Yes, it does.
Of all varieties. So you have to remember Pine Country. restaurant.
He's all about the desserts.
Yeah. And you found this in a book.
Galena.
Yeah, that a friend had gave us.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah, Galena, Kansas, called Cars on the Route. Amazing little town.
Yes.
Tons of history. A lot of things there were the inspiration for different things in the Cars movie.
Yes.
That's where we met Tow Tater, the original Tow Mater, which is a 1951 International tow truck. The fire engine for the Cars movie was there.
Yes, quite a few of them.
Yes, a lot of things. And Route 66 ran right through town. Luigi's Pit Stop, yes. We saw Luigi's Pit Stop in Galena. And the sheriff's car from the movie is up on a post now, and it is signed by the voice actor from the movie. From that point, we ended up just outside of Joplin, Missouri, in a little community called Cartersville.
We loved the ice cream shop.
Yeah.
There was a lot of memorabilia.
A lot of Route 66.
The ceiling, it was covered with memorabilia, but it was wonderful.
Well, it was a DC Comics kind of thing.
Yes, it was also a Harvest Host.
Also a Harvest Host, so we stayed there for free. And it cost us a banana split to stay there, which was great.
Which was wonderful.
Yeah. But it was right on Route 66. We stayed in our camper right behind the ice cream shop. He had electricity for us to plug into. We ate at a little Italian grill right down the street.
Which was a huge surprise because the town is very small.
It was so neat sitting outside the camper at night because once it got dark, that town was pretty much closed.
Yes.
So sitting out by the camper at night, just
wonderful, sweet little town.
Yeah,
definitely visit.
No sound. I mean, it's just great. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, which sounds like a pretty big nutshell, doesn't it? That was the highlights of our Route 66 travel. So if you ever get the opportunity, just travel any portion of Route 66. Yes. We hope to do more of it in 2026. And if we've been blessed enough to be living that long, we'll do a video about that travel.
Yes, we will.
So I guess this is Alan and Mitzi signing off for now. So what do you always say?
Remember, smile while you still have teeth. Thanks to everybody that supported us through all this. We couldn't do it without you.
Exactly.
Family and friends, we are so blessed.
Yeah, and all of our new friends we've met on this recent travel out west.
We met some great friends. See you next time.